What up, Destructoid? Jim Sterling here. I just got done playing Counter-Strike. I had to remember the name for a second. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a name that I should not be forgetting. I'm here with Chet Faliszek, Valve writer extraordinaire. He's working on Global Ops. What a game. How has it been working on the show floor this weekend? I mean, how's the response been from fans?
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Counter-Strike's that game that so many people have played with, so many people have come back and said, oh man, I almost flunked out of college because of you and this game. And so it's, people are going to come back and they're going to play it on the 360 and get to see those controls and realize that it works on those controls as well.
So I noticed, the original game is quite an old one, quite a veteran, and you have chosen to really stick to the game's roots. There's none of this, the modern stuff, no cover, no sprint that you've got to engage yourself. Is that a deliberate move to really embrace old school FPS fans?
Well, so one of the rules we kind of had during development as we were looking at it was we wanted to make Counter-Strike game that was Counter-Strike. And probably the overriding thing about Counter-Strike is it's about skill and it's about your abilities. And so when you jump into a game, it's not that, hey, this guy you're playing against has played 1,000 more hours than you and has a bunch of new weapons you don't have or has some other skill you haven't earned yet. You have everything he has everything you have at the round start. Now, as the game progresses, you may earn some more money, be able to buy some things in-game, but it's all about skill and competition and keeping that really pure where if you got beat, it's because that other guy was better than you or that you made a mistake. To help that though, because that's an important part of the game, but to help that, we can have skilled matchmaking, right? Ranked matchmaking, so you'll be able to find players of your same skill. So if you are scared that it's going to be that brutal, you can get your ass handed to you and have to walk away from it, remember, you're going to be playing people with the same skill as you. Because the best games are the games that are really close.
Cool. When the game was announced, I know looking at the Destructoid announcement, a really common word that was in the comments was, finally. What made you guys think that now was the time to bring back Counter-Strike?
Well, I'm glad you're saying that, because it is our oldest franchise we haven't updated, so it was time. And what really happened was we had worked with Hidden Path Entertainment, who's working on this game as well, and they had done a exact port of Counter-Strike Source for XBLA, and we saw that, and we all started playing it, and I was like, wow, this really works on this. This is a lot of fun. Let's do more. Let's do more. Let's make it bigger. Let's bring it onto the PS3. Let's release it on the PC again and Mac. Well, if we're going to do that, we got to bring some new stuff to it. Hey, let's go look out into the community and see what the community's doing. The community does weird things like they say, hey, you know what? It's hard for target identification if we have all these models in here. Let's just have one model for each team. Well, so we brought that over. We started talking to the pro players. What are you looking for? What are your thoughts? We just realized there's just a big untapped market. You're right, it doesn't match what's out there now, is the modern shooters. And we think that's something that's missing, where it's just purely competitive. You drop in, and every time you drop in, your skill's tested.
Nice, nice. Now, you mentioned XBLA, PSN. I've got to ask, because the PC fans are going to want to know, has the PC version been gimped in order for the console version to happen?
I'm not even sure what that means, right? We develop on the PC, we play on the PC, we work on the PC. There's nothing that's been done to that version. And there's nothing been done on the other side either, right? Because you're going to be able to play PS3 players. So we have not done any auto-aim for them. We have not done anything in that way. So we had the CSS pros in to tell you how much it's not been gimped, right? And they came in one day, they gave us some feedback, we made some changes, brought those changes in the next day, and they were really happy with it. They're having a lot of fun. You go online and see what they're talking about it. We started contacting the 1.6 players. They're excited about it. There's no gimping that way. And I'll tell you what, if you're a PC player and you're like, I don't want to play against PS3 players because I'm so much better than them, well, if you're playing against PS3 players, that just means that they're as good as you. Because the skill rank matching will mean you're playing against anyone else in your same skill set regardless of the input device. So if there's a guy, if you think you're so superior on your mouse and keyboard and there's a guy who can hold his own on the controller, because I bet you there are, hey, that's the way it is.
And talking of input, the PS3 version has move capabilities, yeah?
Move and keyboard and mouse.
Move and keyboard and mouse.
So those of you who bought the keyboard and mouse for the PS3 wondering when you're going to get to use it,
you have a game now. Hallelujah. And what made you guys want to put Move in there, and what's it brought to the game? Do you feel it's added anything?
Really, it's Sony's just been great to work with. They talk with us, and they're like, hey, have you guys thought about adding this into it? here's some games that have done a great job on it, and we work with some other guys who are helping us with all those technologies on the PS3 side, and it's just worked. It's been fun.
Awesome. And Counter-Strike is out when?
So here's the odd thing. We don't know, because here's the deal. We're going to start an open beta for PC players in October. So if you thought you were left out, that we're showing it at the 360 here at Eurogame Expo, we're showing it on the PS3, we haven't forgot about you.
Eat that Xbox.
Because we're going to have the open beta, it's going to be PC. It's going to start in October. What we start the beta with is what we think is a good game, what we're probably going to come near shipping. But as we work through that, we think it's probably going to evolve into what we actually ship. So there'll be some changes there. We're going to let the community tell us when is it ready to ship. When it's ready to ship, we'll package it all up, get it out on all the different platforms, and away it'll go. So we'd like to say early 2012. We're pretty confident in that, but really, we're not going to. If we set a date, we've limited how much can change and how good the game can be. So why set a date?
So it's very much a Valve release date. It's done when it's done.
Well, it says Valve time. Curators always bug us on Valve time. Valve time exists because you can either spend more time, you can either throw more people at it, or you can make an inferior product, right? Left 4 Dead 2, we threw a lot of people at the project. And in this, we're saying we're going to interact with the community more and take more time on it. And that's more valuable to us because when it releases, it releases. It's not going to sell any more or less because of its release time, but it will be less or more popular based on how good of a game it is.
So a Valve product through and through then?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Chet. Thank you.
Hey guys, just a quick note to mention that all of our PAX coverage this year is brought to you by Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012. They've got the full version of the game up right now on XBLA, PSN, and Steam, and I really can't recommend checking it out enough. They've got a free demo up, so if you're not sure whether you want to check it out yet, it's great for learning. It's got an awesome tutorial for beginners, or if you're a seasoned Magic veteran and you just want to perfect your craft. 2012 is a great updated version of the original game. It's got new deck managers, it's got an enhanced co-op mode, and it's got the new Arch Enemy mode, which allows you to play against 3 different people as a super powerful creature. And they're going to have an expansion pack coming out on September 14th of this year that actually lets you play as the Arch Enemy. So be sure to check those games out. They're a lot of fun. I really can't recommend them enough.